Hey, all in the fresh anniversary servers, all of the mages in my guild, they're just afraid to do the techie kiting. So here I am making a video on how to do it. Now, I'm not an expert at it, but I've done it enough times. Now, you can see Fire Maw is there, marked with the green triangle. You do not want to be too far out there or you will pull the boss. So we're going to do the first pull. This one's going to be done in this doorway here. So it's a skull and X on the warlocks. Now, I got to get in there quick. And I just start doing a little circle or ellipse, running, essentially just running in circles so that the dynamites that are getting thrown at me are getting thrown in my wake, not where I'm standing. So I got to keep moving. So on that pull, hunters definitely want to be pulling the skull and the X, those warlocks, and getting threat on them so that they're not going to be hitting me. Sometimes it can be risky for the mage, right? Because you're going in and potentially getting aggro on other mobs. Here, they are out of the techies. So now the techies are separate. I get turned into a squirrel. I get a quick dispel. I call for that. I'm like, dispel me. And I'm, again, doing my little circular pattern, just sort of weaving in where I think it's safe. And I think there's a warrior who's going to be often... Yeah, there's a warrior following me around in there. Because he's just trying to pad. Other people can technically be in there with the techies as long as they're standing in the right spot, not standing where the dynamites are going to drop. There could be multiple mages in there. Now here's the next one coming in. I opt to actually flame strike this pack. You can see Skull X Square Moon is coming so far forward, but the techies are just chilling there. So I do a flame strike because I don't want to run in on those other big elite mobs. Now, Fire Maw's dead at this point, right? And so I can safely be around here on this, like so far. If I was here and Fire Maw patrolled, we would pull the boss. And that would... I've done that before. You don't want to do that. You do not want to pull Fire Maw. If people have world buffs out, they don't have cloaks, I mean, you're going to kill a lot of people. Then we do the fourth pull. We tend to... be doing AoE on the stairs. We have hunter traps. The idea is that the hunter trap is going to slow the technicians, but everything else is going to keep moving. I think I opt for another flame strike here, and it worked out. But sometimes the flame strike doesn't work out very well. But yeah, I flame strike them so that I'm not near the elites, but I can generate threat. And again, you're just running in a nice circle. You definitely want some dedicated healers and a priest ready to cleanse you, because you could get polymorphed by, it's the spellbinders, the blood elf dudes or dudesses that could turn you into a squirrel. On this last pull, a couple people die. We have Nax gear. We're fully world buff, most of us here. We have 36 people in the raid. So a warrior is going to go in early because he's padding, pumping. He's trying to, do greedy stuff. So I get... These ones are a little bit split up. Actually, I must be thinking of a different one. No, this one goes fine. But they are split up a little bit here. They are split up a bit. I sort of changed the direction from counterclockwise to clockwise, just sort of based on what I feel. I kind of changed the direction there again, just kind of, sometimes it's a circle, sometimes I might do a little bit of a figure eight, but I like the weak aura. The Nan shield shows me how much absorb I have, so like I'm just fire spec. I don't have ice barrier or anything like that, but you can use a fire ward, pre-shield, that kind of thing. So on this one, this is the one where the warrior gets greedy, so let's see what happens here. There's skull, moon, square. See how he charges in there? He got in a little early, and I think some people get dynamited here or something. I had a nice quick cleanse there. Again, just going in circles. The key's letting it develop. I know I'm teasing you here. I think it's this final pull where people die and they're giving him shit. But no one died there. I think we got one more pull here. Where you do the techies, you don't necessarily have a choice. Sometimes they just stop where they stop. Sometimes the mobs separate nicely. I do almost die here to square. This is the pull that goes a little hairy. So let's see what happens here. I start going in. I did get square on me. I blink out. And hopefully... So someone pulls it off. I don't know if that's a hunter or someone pulls it off. But definitely that's a good roll for the hunters. Some people do die here. The pull just got a little bit hairy. I'm not sure exactly if that warrior who Grassy was being super greedy or what exactly caused the death there. But melee need to wait because tanks might have to go in there and grab their mob and pull it out. But the melee shouldn't go in there with them because it's just risky, man, going in there with all the dynamites. But that's how you do it. There's a bit of an art and a science to it. I don't claim to be an expert, but every pull is going to be a bit different every time. Sometimes the mobs path in a weird way. So hope that helps. And the only way to get good at it is to practice. Like I said, I've died many times doing it. Even killed people, pulling fireball, all that kind of stuff. So let me know if you found the video helpful. Blah, 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 blah. Techy, kiting. If you enjoyed the video, drop me a sub and a comment. Catch me live on my Twitch channel, Dwarf Lord TV, to connect with me or say hi to me in game on any of my characters. Dwarf Lord out.
And they say that the Dwarf Lord could save us. I'm not gonna pave here and wait. I'll hold on to the beard of the Dwarf Lord. Watch as we heroic leap away.